Lord of Surrey and Sir Thomas Palmer, but I with patience tempt your great advice. I tell you, in these dangerous times I do not like the vulgar frowning brow. My searching eye did never entertain a more distracted countenance of grief than I have late observed in the displeased commons of the city.
'Tis strange from his princely clemency, so well a tempered mercy and grace, to all the nobles of this fruitful land, that such a high-crested insolence should spring from them that breathe from his majestic bounty, that using all the using the traffic of this country doth put the king in a place that he should not have once been through.
Yet Sherwood hindered to commence his suit against De Brad by the ambassador by supplication made unto the king, who, having first enticed away his wife and got his plate near worth £400, of late sues Sherwood and arrested him for money for the boarding of his wife.
The more knave De Brad, that using Sherwin's goods doth charge of interest for the occupation. I like not that. My lord of Shrewsbury, he's ill bested that will lend a well-paced horse into a man that will not find a meat.
My lord of Surrey will be pleasant still. I, being then employed by your honours to still the broil that fell about the same, where by persuasion I did enforce the wrongs of the displeased city and urge the griefs, he answered me, and with a most solemn oath, that if he had the mayor of London's wife, he'd keep her, in despite of any English.
My good Sir Thomas Palmer, it's good for you and me. Your wife is dead, and I a bachelor. For if no man can possess his wife alone, I am glad, Sir Thomas Palmer, I have none.
If I take a wife, I shall find her meet.
And, for reason good, too, Sir Thomas Palmer, if these hot peasants needsly will have riot, they should yet in kindness defray their charge. It is difficult when men must possess their wives alone in quiet, and yet leave us in to discharge their diet.
My lord, the serfs shall not use the market for our provision. Yet a carpenter, as I was late informed, having bought a pair of doves cheap, immediately a nobleman took them from him, and beat the poor man for resisting him. And when this fellow did complain his wrongs, he was severely punished for this labor.
But if the English blood be once put up, as I perceive their hearts already full, I fear me much before our spleens be cold. Some of us, for our pride, will pay for it soundly wheresoever it lights. These tides of rage, that with eddy strive, I fear me much, will drown too many lives.
Now, for God, your honours, pardon me, men of your place and greatness are to blame. I tell ye true, my lords, in that his majesty is not informed of this base abuse and daily wrongs. For if he were, I know that his gracious wisdom would soon redress it.
And now, Catesby, what news?
None good, I fear.
My lords, ill news and worse, I fear, will follow speedily and not be looked into. The city is in an uproar, and the mayor is threatened if he come out of his house. A number of poor artificers are up in arms and threaten to avenge their wrongs.
We feared what this would come unto. This follows the doctor's publishing of the Bill of Wrongs in public at the Spittal.
Of the chance that Dr. Beale may beshrew himself for reading of the bill.
Let us go gather forces into the mayor, for quick suppressing of this rebellious root.
But now I bethink myself of Master Moore, one of the sheriffs, a wise and learned gentleman, and special favor of the people. He, backed by other grave and sober men, may by his gentle speech and persuasion perhaps prevail more than we can with power.
But believe me, your honor well advises. Let us make haste, for I do greatly fear that some of their graves this morning's work will